Hello friends, myself Subhash Nagarshi from Sri Digambar Jain Gurukul High School, Solapur. I shall welcome to all of you in this 10th Standard Science and Technology part first. We will discuss some question bank prepared by the SCRD. The topics covered are chapter number 9 and 10, and the nature of the question is question number 2b part 5. Solve the following questions. Let us start with that. Question 2b, solve the following questions, 2 marks each. Till the previous video from part 1 to 4 we have been discussed total 55 questions. Now we start with 56 question number, which would be from chapter number 9 and 10. Explain the catenation power. Carbon has a unique ability to form strong covalent bonds with other carbon atoms. This results in the formation of big molecules. This property of the carbon is called catenation power. Due to the catenation power of carbon, the compounds formed may have long stacked chains of carbon, branched chains of carbon, or ring of carbon. Explain covalent bond with example. Covalent bond. The chemical bond which is formed by sharing of two valence electrons between two atoms is called the covalent bond. Formation of hydrogen molecule is an example of this one. The atomic number of hydrogen is 1. It has 1 electron in its valence shell. It requires 1 more electron to complete its duplet and attain a stable electronic configuration of helium. Therefore, two hydrogen atoms share their electrons with each other to form H2 molecule. A single covalent bond is formed between two hydrogen atoms by sharing of two electrons. One pair of shared electrons. You could see here how this covalent bond is forming in hydrogen. HH gives you H2. Here are two shared electrons and it is getting the stable configuration of helium. The bond formation is HH. Explain the term structural isomerism with example. Here structural isomerism. It is a phenomenon in which the compounds having different structural formula have the same molecular formula. For example, N-butane and isobutane are structural formula as they have different structural formula but have a same molecular formula. Here you could see butane C6H10 having a straight, and here you could see the branched one, that is isobutane. Here is butane, here is isobutane, C4H10. These are the two structural isomerisms of the same butane. Explain the following terms with example: oxidizing agent and reduction. Oxidizing agents. The substance which can give oxygen to other substances are called oxidant or oxidizing agents. For example, potassium permanganate, that is KMnO4, and a potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 in acidic or alkaline medium is commonly used as oxidants. Next, the reduction. A chemical reaction in which a substance gains hydrogen or loses oxygen is called a reduction reaction. For example, in the following reaction, ethylene or ethene, you can say, is reduced to ethane, that is H2C or CH2, ethylene or C2H4 in the presence of platinum and nickel with the presence of hydrogen gives you CH3. Ethylene is turned into ethane, means here hydrogen is gaining. Explain the concept of heteroatoms with the help of examples. Friends, many carbon compounds are formed in which atoms of electrons such as oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, halogen, etc. substitute one or more hydrogen atoms in the hydrocarbon chain. The atom of an element other than carbon and hydrogen which replaces one or more hydrogen atoms in the hydrocarbon chain is called heteroatoms. The compound acquires specific chemical properties due to these heteroatoms or the group of atoms that contain heteroatoms irrespective of the length and nature of the carbon chain in that compound. Therefore, these heteroatoms or the groups of atoms containing heteroatoms are called functional groups. For example, in CH3OH, the functional group contains heteroatom O. In CH3CH2Cl, the functional group contains the heteroatom chlorine. Explain the following reactions with example: addition reaction, substitution reaction, esterification and saponification. First, addition reaction. The reaction in which the addition of substance occurs across the carbon-carbon double or triple bond is called the addition reaction. Addition reactions occur in unsaturated hydrocarbons. You could see ethane and this hydrogen is added. There is in the presence of nickel and platinum that gives you the ethane, that is CH3CH3. CH2CH2 plus H2 gives you CH3CH3. Next is a substitution reaction. The reaction in which a replacement of an atom or a group of atoms in molecule by another atom or a group of atom takes place is called a substitution reaction. The substitution reaction of alkane with the chlorine occurs in presence of sunlight, in which one or more of hydrogen atoms of alkane such as methane are replaced by chlorine atom. For example, CH4, that is methane, plus Cl2, that is give in the presence of sunlight CH3Cl plus HCl. Esterification. Substances having ester as the functional group are formed by a reaction between a carboxylic acid and the alcohol. This reaction is known as esterification. When this ethanoic acid is heated with ethanol in a water bath in the presence of the acid as a catalyst, that is concentrated sulfuric acid, ethyl ethonate and water are formed. Here you could see the reaction CH3 C double bond OH, that is ethanoic acid plus CH3 CH2 and OH, that is ethanol. In the presence of acid as a catalyst, you are giving as CH3 C double bond O, that is ethyl ethonate CH2 CH3 plus H2 water is formed. So you could see the esterification process. Then next is saponification. When an ester is heated with a dilute sodium hydroxide, that is an alkali solution, it gets converted back to the original alcohol and sodium salt of the original carboxylic acid. Such a reaction is known as saponification. Ester plus sodium hydroxide in the presence of it gives you sodium carboxylate plus alcohol. So ethyl ethonate and sodium hydroxide react to give sodium ethonate and ethanol. This ethyl ethonate plus this sodium hydroxide gives you ethanol and sodium ethonate. What are catalysts? Give a chemical reaction in which a catalyst is used. Catalyst is a substance which increases the rate of reaction without causing any disturbances to it. For example, in the hydrogenation of ethane, nickel or this platinum is used as a catalyst. CH3 plus H2, that is the ethane plus this hydrogen gives you in the presence of nickel and platinum, that is CH3 ethane. From ethane you are getting a ethane. Write the characteristics of ethanol. For example, here it is a colorless liquid at room temperature. Second, it is boiling point is 78 degrees Celsius. It is soluble in water in all proportions, and in aqueous solution is a neutral one. What are the vinegar and gasol? What are their uses? First, vinegar is the type of the liquid which consists of acetic acid, that is ethonic acid. It is basically produced by the process of fermentation of ethanol through ethonic acid in the presence of bacteria. Reaction involved in this formation of vinegar, CH3CH2 OH plus O2 gives you CH3COOH plus H2O. Fermentation is the process of conversion sugar into alcohol, but if the this cork of the bottle open, or sometimes then there is a second type of fermentation happened. In this process, alcohol is changes into acetic acid. So the main compound which form is a vinegar. Uses of this vinegar: it is used in the preparation of the food. It is used in pickling. It is used as folk medicine material. It is used as a household cleaning agent also. The next question we will see, that is gasol. From that one is a mixture of 90% of this gasoline and 10% of anhydrous alcohol, that is ethyl alcohol. It is commonly known as the alternative fuel or motor fuel. Benefits are: it is cheaper, it is eco-friendly, it has higher performance, it is used as a cleaner for the environment, it does not freeze in a typical conditions. The uses of this gasol are: it is used in the fuel or petroleum industry, it is used in atmospheric industry, it is used as common gasoline or hydrous around the world. It is used as a flexible fuel vehicle because it does not freeze in typical conditions. Write the uses of ethanol. Uses of ethanol. Ethanol being a good solvent, it is used in the medicine such as tincture or iodine, solution of iodine and ethanol, cup mixture, and also in many tonics. Write the characteristics of ethonic acid. Characteristics of ethanic acid. Ethanic acid is a colorless liquid or at ordinary temperature. Its boiling point is 118 degrees Celsius. Melting point of pure ethonic acid is 17 degrees Celsius. Its aqueous solution is acidic in nature and hence turns blue litmus red. What is meant by space debris? Suggest the ways to manage space debris. Space debris. In space, non-essential objects revolving around the Earth are termed as the debris in space. Following are few ways to manage space debris. Deliberately forced re-entry of space objects into Earth's atmosphere. Reduce the orbital lifetime of the spacecraft. Moving objects into space populated disposal orbits at the end of their functional lifetime. What is medium Earth orbit? Medium Earth orbit. It is the height of the satellite orbit above the Earth's surface in between 2000 km to 35,780 km. The orbits are called medium Earth orbits. In these orbits, the satellite complete one revolution in 2 to 24 hours. The geostationary satellites cannot be used in the study of polar regions. For this purpose, elliptical medium Earth orbits passing over the polar region are used. So these orbits are also called as the polar orbits. Bring out the contribution of India's space missions. India has made remarkable progress in the science and technology of launch vehicles. Various types of the launch vehicles have been developed to put satellites having weight up to 2500 kg into all types of the orbits. PSLV and GSLV are two important launches. The specific and technological feats achieved by this India in this field have a significant contribution to national and the social development. INSAT and GSAT satellite series is actually working in the field of this telecommunication, television broadcasting and meteorological services. Availability of this television, telephone and internet services all over the nation has been possible due to these satellites only. EduSat, education satellite in this series is used especially in the field of education. IRS satellite series is working for monitoring and management of the natural resources and disaster management. To exactly locate the position of any place on the Earth's surface in terms of its precise latitude and longitude, the IRNSS satellite series has been established. And calculate the critical velocity of the satellite to be located at 35,780 km above the Earth's surface. Friends, here the given things are height of the satellite above the Earth's surface is 35,780 km, that is 35,780 into 10 to the power 3 meter. We know that the gravitational constant G is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Mass of the Earth is 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. Radius of the Earth is 6,400 km, that is 6400 into 10 to the power 3 meter. We are here to find out the tangential velocity of the satellite VC, and the formula for that is VC is equal to under root gm upon r plus h. From the formula, we will substitute the values of g, m, r, s. We will get VC is equal to under root of 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11, the value of g, into 6 into 10 to the power 24, that is the value of mass of the Earth, divided by r plus h, 6400 into plus 35,780 into 10 to the power 3. After simplification, this we are getting 40.02 into 10 to the power 13 divided by 42,108 into 10 to the power 3. So again here under root we will get after simplification 40.02 divided by 42,180 into 10 to the power 10. Again we will carry this division, and that division will 0.00094870909 into 10 to the power 10. Again we will do this one, rearranging the term 9.487909 into 10 to the power 6. So we will get this value is 9.487909, approximately 9.5 into 10 to the power 3. 10 to the power 6 square root is 10 to the power 2. Again, this square root of 9.5 is 3.08 into 10 to the power 3. We'll multiply this and we are getting 3.08 kilometer per second. So the critical velocity of the satellite is 3.08 kilometer per second. I think friends, you understood all the problems from this last two topics, number 9 and 10. So friends, here in the next video we will see the different types of the questions. Till that, thank you for watching this video. We will meet soon in the next video. Till that,